Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from Inverse. Yeah. You can already see the crap from a mile away. Cyberpunk 2077 is a glaring reminder of the ugliest part of gaming culture. Oh my god! Gamers bad! Console games! Console gamers now! Really? Well, before I dive into that bullshit and make you regret your life, and make you regret tuning in to my channel, not tuning in, watching my channel, I need to make an announcement. It's hot. It's bloody fucking hot outside. So if you listen, by any chance you keep listening to a fan blowing shit up on the microphone, I'll have to forgive my intrusion, but I think it's important that I stay alive while I'm recording this, because who knows, nobody's going to upload this if I die here with sweaty balls in front of the camera. I know it'll make for a very hilarious video, but who is going to upload it? So, with that being said, that being mentioned, and that being covered, let's dive into this regrettable article. Oh boy, I can't wait to read this. Reviewing the latest and greatest video games before their release is a dream job for anyone who grew up enchanted by the glow of a computer monitor or console. Yeah, but I don't think you guys are yet. And that's a dream that's quickly shattered for women in the field once they published their first review. No. We criticize the work that some of you idiots do, mostly because I think, and well, we think that you idiots only got the position due to, or for white knights and other things, diversity hires and things like that, mostly because you do a shitty job. We absolutely fucking love female gamers. I, in fact, absolutely love it. I think it's one of those, my Achilles heel, my weak spot of seeing a woman playing games. I get attracted immediately. For instance, let's go to a dating profile as an example. I'm not going to show anybody here on the screen because I don't want to give them problems or anything like that. But the moment that they mention in their profile, hey, I love gaming, let's game. Rest assured, I'll be one of the first to send a message and say, oh, cool, is it a console, is it a PC? What game is it? Let's play together. What's your Steam handle? If you play on the PC, let's game together. Let's get together and play. See, that's what a gamer does. It's not what these idiots are trying to sell, like, gamers bad, gamers hate women, gamers will not like women playing games, games are not for women, victimhood, I want victim points, See, they are trying to sell that, but it's not the truth, it's not the fact. And I have yet to meet a fucking gamer that doesn't share my ideas in regards to female gamers. I have yet to see one. Obviously, there's the neo-Nazis that sometimes I try to debunk. Those are absolutely retarded and are, well, they are high-functioning retards because it's what you can expect with incest. But, let's keep going. Alright, you just know when you're going to get harassed, says Susan RNDT. Let's leave it at that. Prolific podcast host and co-founder of the mental health non-profit Take This. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know what this organization does. I don't wanna know. In fact, let me drink coffee because it's already taxing my brain. And my brain is tiny. And I'll quote Max from Max in this. Not only I have the memory of a drying trout, I'm gonna add this extra to Max's saying, but I have the attention span of a dry trout. Fuck, it's over. It's gonna be a long review. If the game without the hype has anything wrong with it, and you're honest about it, or even just want to provide any context outside of it, it's fine, you're going to get harassed, it's a given. No, we don't want you to shove your fucking retarded political shenanigans into your, this game doesn't have representation. No, This game here has the wrong type of representation. You know, you gave death to that alphabet player, to that alphabet NPC, and I want that alphabet NPC to be a Mary Sue. That's what they want, and that's what we are against with when you write those fucking reviews. That's the problem. Or for instance, like I've been seeing a few reviews of Cyberpunk where the idiots actually jumped or missed certain parts of the game due to either incompetence or they didn't bother to actually learn about the game to begin with, and they rate it lowly because they missed it. Or in other games in which they actually chose the easy path, the easy difficulty, and then complained about that the game was either too easy or didn't have the things that was mentioned or things like that. They get really butthurt. You know, that's what you get with diversity hires. RNDT hasn't reviewed a video game since 2017. Well, that explains a lot. But recalls continuously second-guessing herself and always asking herself whether sharing her opinion was worth the very real prospect of hateful and threatening messages. You know, I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one, mostly because we all know that most of those hateful messages you get, it's mostly people who disagree with you. And like I said, don't ever contact these people, don't ever talk to them, don't even look at them, because disagreement is considered harassment and hateful. Well, sorry, I'm gonna quote the person here. Hateful and threatening messages. If you disagree with someone, they classify your disagreement, even if it's as polite as fuck, is considered hateful and threatening messages. That's why I always say, do not talk to people, do not contact them, do not look at them, do not even acknowledge their existence. Leave them as is, okay? Recently, another case of targeted harassment showed the problem is only getting worse. When the review embargo lifted on Cyberpunk 2077 on Tuesday, many reviewers gave the hotly anticipated role-play game less than stellar reviews overall. Yes, I can understand why some people would mention that, because there are certainly some bugs. I've started playing it, I noticed certain NPCs, instead of voicing or showing the voice, they show the voice, but no, not show the voice. They play the voice, you idiot. Anyway, they play the voice, but the lips don't move. Sometimes there are some pathing issues with NPCs. For instance, you're trying to grab a certain items in the background. It doesn't show the option, but you know the icon there is floating on top of the object, but you can't pick it up. I had problem with the control, with the crouching, and when you try to press the crouch multiple times, it wouldn't crouch. So I ended up dying a couple of times or failing the tutorial because of that. Because I kept trying to press crouch, and the thing wouldn't crouch. Only after I received a couple of hits that the guy would actually crouch. Another thing that I noticed is that you don't have a prawn. I need prawn. How am I going to peer the upskirts of the NPC woman in there? That's a big no-no in a game circle. You need prawn for those things. Giggity. Either way, let's keep going. Both men and women criticize the Polish game developer CD Projekt's red long-awaited title. It officially goes on sale. It went on sale December 10th. For accessibility shortcomings around a lack of epilepsy warnings. Sorry, but the epilepsy warnings were there. Oh, it objectifies and fetishizes trans women. Please check my video from yesterday on the 9th of October. No, not October. Jesus Christ, I'm retarded. 9th of December 2020. I talked about it, and it's not objectifying or fetishizing trans people. They are represented there because they are 1% of 1% of 1%. So you are there. You should be pretty happy that you're still there. And more so, I actually even mocked one of the articles written by a ma'am gender, where the person got triggered because people use the pronouns he if you use a male voice. What's wrong with it? Because most of the ma'am genders do not bother in trying to change their voices to sound more feminine. It's frequent graphics glitches and an open world format that's as wide as an ocean but as shallow as a kiddie pool. Dude, I did not find it was shallow. In fact, I thought it was pretty much one of the deepest pools ever. In fact, I think it's the little I played, which is I don't want to give spoilers, but suffice to say that it involves an implant, the first implant. It's I ended up getting distracted. I started to walk around the streets and looking at the environment, people interacting, NPCs interacting. Even there was, I don't want to say the spoilers. Let's see if I can put it without spoiling. Let's say there's NPC 1 and a bunch of 2 NPCs started walking randomly out of the crowd and decided to take pictures with the NPC 1 over here. And they stood in front, they took pictures and left. I stood there watching. I haven't seen an interaction like that between NPCs and other NPCs like this in ages. In fact, I can't even remember a game that did that in a very long time. It just shows that these people have never ever bothered to actually play the game properly. They probably rushed, didn't care, or weren't paying attention. I absolutely love open world games, mostly because I end up getting distracted with the lore behind the details. For instance, the NPC, that's present in every single game out there, so there's no need to mark spoilers. But, for instance, the NPC will keep trying to tell you, come on, hurry up, hurry up. Meanwhile, I'm there getting distracted with the environment, looking at datapads, papers, and things like that, reading the posters, trying to check the lore of the environment, looting things. I absolutely love that. And we can see that this is not present with people like this. They do not care. They actually have the attention span. It seems they have the attention span of a goldfish. And look at me. I actually think I have the attention span of a goldfish. Anyway, it's just absurd what these people do. Let's keep going. As a result of these negative reviews of a video game that claims a cult-like devotion of hardcore, largely male fans. Oh, male, evil. Okay, that went worse than I thought. The female reviewers themselves have become the target of some ire. No! for instance, Vara Dark from Dark Titan Enterprises, she started playing the game. I did not see a single criticism. There was some mocking here and there. People were joking around. She was joking, and everyone enjoyed. No harassment. Nothing. Nothing happened. You can see pretty much. This seems to be a problem that only seems to target a certain type of woman, the ones that actually need the attention, the ones that need the attention of white knights. That's the problem, that's the issue. I've become target some iron, not usually hyped game, that's a letdown. Despite the Cyberpunk 2077 still costing at 91 out of 100 on Metacritic, thanks to glowing reviews from typically industry-friendly publications like IGN and Game Informer. Games journalists past and present tell investors that in reality the career is a vicious cycle of paranoia, harassment, and in the worst cases, physical harm, particularly for women who take up the role. What? I never even heard the lies! Game Informer reporter Lillian Ruppert did her job admirably by pointing out the game includes multiple unavoidable epilepsy triggers. We all know they have the epilepsy warnings in the game. So if the person did not read it, it's your fault. It's your fault. Pay attention, bitch. Not slip past console certification. It didn't. In her review, Rupert details that she suffered a major seizure and came close to another one several times while playing Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe you should have stopped at the first seizure. If you notice, hey, there's a seizure. Oh, I just had a seizure because I did not read the warnings. The multiple fucking warnings that showed up on your screen. So, hey, look, this is what happened to me. Here's the copy of the game. Let the other review it. I'm out. Done. Is it so difficult? Of course not. You need the victim box. You need to portray yourself as a victim. That's the only way you fucking morons get your attention. Rupert writes that there is a moment where your in-game character essentially jacks into the Matrix and features a series of white and red blinking lights, similar to a neurological device meant to actually trigger seizures for diagnosis. She publishes a guide on how to avoid the part of the game that triggers her epilepsy, which linked back to Game Informer's 9 to 10 review. A day after Rupert's article was published, CDPR publicly addressed its oversight. Oopsie, the coffee gas wanted to come out. Hey, don't judge me. It's better to come out from the mouth than from the back. Especially from the back, because I have been releasing a few gases here and there that are actually making me bothered. You know, everybody loves and likes the smell of their own cologne after you process and let the food you ate ferment inside you. Everybody loves their own smells. But this one, it's killing me. Alright, I think exploring a permanent solution to make it they didn't stop the firms from wrongly lambasting Robert for alleging that CDPR purposely put an epilepsy trigger in 2077, which is not in her review. Well, it's not because she missed it! Robert says she received hundreds of messages disguised as supportive that contain flashing lights intended to induce photosensitivity triggers. Well, citation needed. Let's see, okay, so it links to a Twitter. Now let me just go here and pull the screen out so I can actually see this if there's nothing here that doxes me. Hey, remember when I say it is the Constitution in the shithole I live in is not even worth the dirty TP. No, sorry, the one-ply dirty TP it's printed on. Let's see, everyone. Be better, please. So where's the examples? Like I said, you told me that you had received supportive messages. and things like that, and that they had things that triggered your epilepsy. I'm not saying it. Look at this. This the article. Let's click on that one. My ad blocker. Let's see, do you have any examples so far? I don't see anything doxing me. Hopefully there's nothing, because I don't want to edit this out. So basically, you made a claim, did not provide the citations, and so, considering how this demographic operates and works, I'm gonna say, pressing next to doubt. Alright, Beat reporter Jeff Grubb, on the other hand, was disappointed with the Cyberpunk 2077 and didn't hold back any criticism in his review. Oh, I do not even want to go read that rag. He too was subjected to harassment and insults across his social platform, but the YouTube comments for his review complimentary video are a mix of supportive messages and name-calling. See, like I told you, these people view this as death threats, harassment, and other things. So don't contact these idiots. Look, I get this stuff like on daily. For me, it's pretty much just confirmation I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right job. I'm doing okay. And for me, hey, people are allowed to criticize and say shits like this. Clown. Hey, I consider myself a clown. Let's see. Not trusting this hipster. Yep, not trusting this hipster. Nothing wrong with that. Trash review from Trashy John. Dislike flagging your video too with my alt account. Okay, don't flag the other people. So probably the only thing here that I actually disagree with. So you want to eat food in Cyberpunk that you cannot do now in real life because of Wuhan virus. GG, fatty boy. Like you can do that in Spider-Man. GG, good game. Clickbait trash, posting an average review on a great game just to generate traffic. Only problem is you completely trash your reputation. Yes, pretty much exactly what one should say. Holy fuck, this guy is a joke. Leave gaming to do some exercises. Who this guy is, why does his opinion count? Good luck with a mediocre review in less than 500 words. Please consider changing your occupation. Nothing in there that is too bad or evil or anything like that. My diversity high respiratory system and fucking Streamlabs, who doesn't allow pause. If this keeps getting worse, you're gonna see me blowing my nose in front of the camera. Grubb believes game reviewers face a unique kind of backlash because of the price of video games compared to other forms of media like movies and music. There's economic angst we feel about the value of games, he says. You want to feel good about spending your resources on these things, and any negativity can put a dent into that. The reaction is to lash out against that and deny it and punish it, because when you're a negative review, we infer the critic suggesting we could have spent our time and money better. At least he seems to be slightly aware of it. Isn't Caroline Petit ma'am gender from Feminist Frequency? Then again, working for Polygon, it's kind of like a telltale. Yes. Yeah, that explains it. It's a ma'am gender. I knew that name was familiar. I'm definitely not. Let's see what they say. They wrote about the no doxing. They wrote about The Last of Us Part 2 games as a dream space, and how this game completely lost me when we then went back just a bit like the game it's about. My pieces are too long, but I have to say I've never wrestled with a game quite so much. Okay, probably. Okay, let's get back to the article. Because, remember, don't contact these people. You know, any criticism, you saw what just happened. Any criticism, they'll think it's harassment. Anyway, Polygon reported Madame Gender, Caroline Petit, was also tweeted about the onslaught of hateful and threatening messages she received for her ambivalent review of 2077. She notes that the objectification of trans people is just the background textures, nothing more, even after CDPR stated you wanted to make it release really inclusive. Look! Objectification. Isn't this an objectification of a male too? No, on the left here. You can see this in pretty single poster in there. Objectification of women, of men, and transgenders and transsexuals. It's pretty much the normal thing. It's showing it's kind of the lore behind Cyberpunk, with the rampant and out-of-check corporations and things like that trying to make you buy a product. That's pretty much what it does. You can actually even read some of in-game lore in regards to this. Reviewers across the board have criticized the shortcomings of Cyberpunk, a game that CDPR has been promoted since 2013. Yet critics who are women have received the brunt of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about blowing my nose, because there's no fucking pause in this goddamn fucking Streamlabs. One sec. Before you actually go anywhere. So, oh, there's a standby. Did I actually understand? No, I did not understand by. So, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. My nose is back on. Don't you just love low production values? Wait, you pay what you get what you pay for. And right now, it's kind of acceptable. I'm sorry, but my diversity higher respiratory system is diversity higher. I should have actually hired a more appropriate breathing system for this planet, but I did not. Anyway, let's get back. The disparity is nothing new to journalist Sarah Lee Booth. Oh, for you! Men get backlash, but it's not quite the same as being told that someone wants to rape and murder you because of your opinion about a video game. What if you would, for instance, provide screenshots or evidence of this happening? In my experience, men in games media are given the benefit of the doubt, while women must constantly prove that they belong. No. Did you or did you not remember, did you see or don't remember when I said that a woman in games is something that I absolutely love? They actually don't have to do much to belong in a game. In fact, if you claim, I did that test on World of Warcraft, if you claim you're a woman and behind the screen playing another female character, you are pretty much guaranteed that you're gonna get help and free items everywhere. Either way, let's keep going. This most and I did that with Battlefield 3 as well. Claiming it was a woman, and the shit you could get away with was astounding. The things that you would be claiming, dude, stop being gay, stop fucking around, and things like that. In real life, or as if you're a male, you could get away with it if you claim to be a woman. Seriously. These people are even aware of what the fuck they are doing. Okay, and yes, I'm not talking while the microphone is in mute, like what happened in one of my videos before. The more recent wave of hate is another reminder of the enclaves of toxic fandoms that have long been the core of gaming culture that was first exposed by Gamergate controversy. So a game dropped. Game dropped. Game dropped. In 2014, that was continuing to fester. Now you people just letting Gamergate and the stuff behind it fester in your own brains. Everybody has moved on. This video rears its ugly head every few months. No. It's just you idiots. Like in April and May of this year when an outraged subset of gamers enacted a mass review bombing. No. A lot of people actually did review the game. They did not like it. You can actually see Angry Joe from PewDiePie V and many others complaining about the crappy Last of Us Part 2. Only you idiots who are not actual gamers who actually liked the game. Okay, continuing the article. Because of the game includes queer relationships and gender non-conforming characters. No, you just shove them where it shouldn't be, especially with Abby being a man gender. The industry has faced multiple moments of reckoning that were supposed to establish progress towards a more inclusive and non-predatory gaming scene, yet the issue seems to have worsened. The way R&DT and LeBeouf see it, the ball is squarely in the court of sites like YouTube, Twitter and Facebook. They are responsible for the harassment and threats posted on their platforms. So now you are claiming that they need to censor other people. So you need to censor people who are critical of your work. Living in a world where you can actually get away with things because, because you're a woman and things like that, isn't it? Channels that encourage targeted harassment needs to be deplatformed, says LeBeouf. Oh, so isn't this exactly what you idiots are doing? If I recall correctly, Jeremy Humbly from The Quartering, he seems to be the victim of a targeted harassment by you, game reviewers, but nobody is claiming that you people should be deplatformed. Rules for thee, but not for me. And definitely more equal than you. For that to happen, we need execs at Twitter, YouTube and other outlets to have a better understanding of the damage being caused on their platforms. In the meantime, we've got to look out for each other. People in the position of power and with large platforms should be leading by example. You people are in position of power because pretty much those companies will listen to your idiots, even you Karens, in fact, because Karens like you idiots managed to, for instance, take out a tag from blind playthrough in Twitch, and a lot of blind people with vision visually impaired, said, no, don't do it. Did Twitch listen? No. And to make my point even more, these are the type of idiots we are trying to attack or talk about. Bound into Comics, the Stanley Parable co-creator William Pugh omits part of the Cyberpunk 2077 EULA in order to trash CD Projekt Red. I'm not gonna read everything here because I already had through an article and I'm already a bit tired and my nose wants to complain again. Celias, it was an EULA the whole time. You can do it if you put in an EULA, actual EULA. Budget for texture, budget for models. He keeps on trashing, and as you can see, people will fight back, and he's gonna climb harassment. I'm convinced that people are willing to throw temper tantrums over literally anything if the thing is popular enough. Cyberpunk is really popular, so the bar for what you can be a total bitch about is really, really low. Suck my nips, retweet Pete. Look at this. These people get away with a lot. Maybe I fucking will. What are you going to do then? Complain if I don't speak in textbook language while cuddling? Ha 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 ha! Fool! I said my yellow before reply! God, these people. Just because your game is not as popular as Cyberpunk 2077 and that you want to White Knight, you say bullshit like this. Good mate, if you reply to it in Sweden, you're a fucking little loser who likes sticking your opinions up your nose. Holy shit, these people are petty. Oh my god, they're throwing my shit back at me. Wee! They're throwing shit back at me. Wee! That's what William Pugh is trying to say in that specific tweet. The fans are coming for me. Wee! They're throwing the shit I threw at them. They're throwing my shit back. Wee! And then you have idiots like PC Gamer. Like here. Here's a Cyberpunk 2077 problem you can fix right now. So the guy actually got paid to write this article based on one simple mod. See, this is why we criticize games journalists. This is why. Over at Nexus mod, Cyberpunk 2077 mod hub has gone live. There isn't much there, obviously the game has just been released, but a few things have been uploaded already, including highly specific fix that user cost us, TrackTribe will fix this itself. It just changes the Cyberpunk icon. The guy actually wrote an article about this. Let's see if the PC gamer is actually talking about the actual modding feature of modding DLL that was also released. That was actually more important. Let's see if they talk about it. Let's take a look at PC Gamer. Cyberpunk 2077 release version still buggy as hell. I wouldn't call it buggy as hell, but buggy. Like I said, NPC pathing problems, as you can see in the picture here. A few the voice and lack of lip syncing in a few things. Still imperfect Cyberpunk concurrent players so far. Let's see, Monster Hunter, Nvidia takes a different official support for the defaults main Cyberpunk. Shows a perfect has our concurrent players. But no, let's click in more news. Hopefully no doxing, come on. There you go. Let's see, are they talking about the modding DLL? No. Available on Linux, Steam shows you no. Create no. 20 hours ago, no. Twitch bans confident, no. No. Yeah, the guy is not talking about the most important bit. You know, the one that actually allows you to modify the game. It's a huge thing. And the guy didn't even cover it. Are you shitting me? That's why we criticize games journalists. Games journalists do... They are really the problem in this, aren't they? They are let's see, where is the... let's go to an actual gaming website who actually covers things. Look, let's see here. Let me show you my trigger. No. Here it is. Unofficial modding tools from Dark Side of Gaming. I recommend going to this website to get your gaming fix. See, they actually are showing what you need to do. This is what the idiot who wrote that article for PC gamers should have written. This is the important bit. Modding tools, so you can mod Cyberpunk 2077. Unofficial modding tools. Here you can download this initial version of the unofficial modding tools from here, which is Nexus Mods. This is the important bit. This is what you have to do when you are writing a games article. CP77, let's see if it's not going to dox me anywhere else. Doesn't look like it. I think we are fine, we are okay. Yes. See, this is what you actually have to do. This is what you have to do when you write an article. You don't write, but I consult the and fix. Instead of writing that, write about this, so people are more aware about it. These people piss me off. Really. Anyway, I think this is a very long video and I'm already very tired, and you're probably tired of my voice. Even I am tired of my voice. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe, you know, all that shenanigans. I think that's about it. Oh yeah. I always forget about the fucking notification bell. So hit the notification bell as well. Who cares? Right? Oh, actually I do care, so... Anyway, Thank you for watching. Good night.